Hi, Jeff here from Comprehensive Driving Tuition. Today's video is going to be about the cockpit drill, which you again went through on your first lesson with me. Okay, just to recap on the cockpit drill and to just give you the detail. The first thing you do when you get in the car is to move the bottom of the seat to adjust that so that you can push the clutch pedal right down to the floor comfortably, and also bring it back up comfortably without getting your knee in the way of the steering wheel, okay, and without your foot slipping on the clutch. Okay, so you can, there's a metal bar underneath, you can lift that up and move the seat forwards and backwards, and try to do that first, because once you've done that, then you're sitting in a better position for when you do your mirrors, etc. Okay, once you've done that and you're happy with that straight, you just tested it a few times with the clutch, then the next thing to do is to see if you need to move the back of the seat, where there's a lever around on this side, the door side, which you can push and then adjust the back with your back. Okay, and that should be done for the use of the steering wheel, so that you're just sitting here nice and comfortably, resting on the back of the seat, hands at 10 to 2, and a little slight bend in your arm, so you're not like this and you're not like this. So that's that bit. Finally, the bit of the seat to adjust is the head restraint, which I've got in the right place for me at the moment. Your eye level should be halfway between the top and the bottom, or the top of your ear, roughly at the top of the bottom. We do call this a head restraint as opposed to a headrest where you're just having a sleep. Although, if you're stationary, you can use it for that as well. Okay, so that's the seat sorted. The next thing you'd have to sort out is your safety belt. Okay, and the law regarding the safety belt, it's, as you probably remember on the lesson, it's your responsibility legally to have a safety belt worn, and it's also the driver's responsibility to make sure everybody in the car who is 14 years or under is wearing their safety belt, and that's your responsibility. Once they're 15, they're responsible for their own. Okay, now there's various other little rules for babies or kids from 0 to 3, and booster chairs for slightly older kids depending on their height, and I recommend that you read these on the highway code, and I've just put a little link along the bottom here so that you can check that out and find out all about the safety belt rules for your responsibilities. Okay, so that's the safety belt rule. The next thing you do, once you've got your seat in the right place, everything's right, feeling good, then you might as well adjust the mirrors. Okay, you've got 3 mirrors to adjust. This one you adjust with your left hand, with your fingers at the top, thumb at the bottom, and you just try and sit in the normal position and just move your hand without sort of like going like this to look in it. And when you get it finally adjusted, you should be able to see a tiny bit of your ear and a little bit of the head restraint, but mainly you're looking out the window. Can you see out the back window and right down the road? That's the main thing. The 2 door mirrors you have to turn the key for, because they're electronically adjustable with some gadgets down here which I showed you on the lesson. And down the near side of each mirror you should be able to see a little bit of the side of this car, maybe the door handles, but you mainly want to be looking right down the road to see whether you can see right down the road and you can maximize your vision. But it's important that you can see a bit of this car, so you've got some sort of reference of what you're actually looking at. Okay, the horizon should be halfway between the top and the bottom of the mirror. Okay, so that's the furthest bit away you can see. So have fun fiddling with those and getting them perfectly right for you, because obviously I will have been driving, or someone else might have been driving your car, and you need to get the mirrors in the right place for you. Don't leave it till you drive off. Finally, although this bit could be the first thing you do in the cockpit drill, but you got to do it at some point, and that is to make sure everything in the car is safe and secure. In other words, it's your responsibility to make sure all the doors of the car are shut, and the bonnet is not going to fly open, the boot hasn't been shut properly or anything like that. If there's anything on the roof, it's not going to fall off. Okay, anything in the car should be secured, so if you've got a bag or some shopping with you, make sure it's suddenly going to get a tub of Marmite in your face. Make sure there's nothing up here on the top bit. Things just slide all over the place, so that's never a good place to put things. But that's again down to the driver to make sure that everything is safe and secure, that if you do have to stop suddenly in a situation, that things aren't going to go flying all over the place. Okay, because it's not until things go wrong sometimes that you realise how important these things are. Okay, so that's the controls lesson. Basically, get your seat sorted, get your safety belt sorted, get your mirrors all sorted, make sure the doors are all shut properly, and just should take 30 seconds on the lesson. Just get in the car, first thing you do, or just while we're having a little chat, get yourself all sorted, and that's the cockpit drill. So I'll see you on the next one.